Uzidinma Okorocha, sponsors of insecurity in Imo State, Ipob says. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The group emphasized that the politicians were behind the recruiting and arming of hoodlums terrorizing the region. Well, sincerely, when it comes to the insecurity in Nigeria, you will be able to see that for every insecurity issue that we are facing, sincerely, let us not forget that it is actually politically motivated. Because I would not want to this issue of insecurity in the north now. Let me stray a little. Let me drift a little. This issue of insecurity in the north, they did not start like this before. It was because they have backing somewhere. Someone is actually backing these people up. Sincerely, look, for everything that is successful, you cannot always break someone from the outside. There's always an assistance of something happening because of some people. The same way the insecurity or the insurgency now, or the security, how am I going to put it? The security situation in the Southeast region. So, and during that little arrest, about the arrest of Îñséçurity, who is actually the in-law to the former governor of Imo State, to the person of Okorocha. During that period, they were actually trying to spew some things. And I was like, God, these people, let them just lose guard. That is my own. Because sincerely, it is politically motivated. And now I'm asking, what is the gain of having to kill thousands? These people are not related. Is it because they are not related to you? Is it only when things now affect you? That is when you come out. If things affect you and you come out, you're not supposed to come out. The same way you feel less concerned about another person, it's the same way you should feel less concerned when it affects you. This person is not less than a human being. The person does not have two heads. The person has one head. The person is not, how am I going to put it? Is a human being that lives and breathes. Sincerely, when it comes to the insecurity in the region, in the eastern region, I keep saying it is politically motivated. And whoever that is doing this should. Boko Haram started from, a one-man squad before they started spreading. God forbids another monster should rise up anywhere at all. Nigeria is already terrorized enough by this thing called terrorist activities in the north. We do not need another in any other place in the south or any other place at all. Let's listen to the news in detail. This was contained. The indigenous people of Biafra has alleged that former Imo State Governor Okorocha and incumbent Hope Uzidinma are sponsors of insecurity in the state. This was contained in a statement by Emma Powerful, the group's media and publicity secretary, on Saturday. The group emphasized that the politicians were behind the recruiting and arming of hoodlums terrorizing the region. The statement reads, "We, the great family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command and leadership of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to draw the attention of the world that based on the unfolding security issues in Imo State, it has become very obvious that Governor Hope Uzidinma and his predecessor, Okorocha, are the sponsors of a so-called unknown gunmen, perpetrating insecurity in Imo State for some time now. We have always explained that unknown gunmen were created by selfish and greedy politicians entangled in political war, but many people did not believe us. Uzidinma and Okorocha first went into alliance in their desperation to oust Emeka Ihedioha, and they did a lot of abnormal things to achieve that selfish goal. Soon afterwards, they fell apart and resorted to their heinous schemes, including, but not limited to, recruiting and arming hoodlums to outsmart each other. Their calculation was to blame the nefarious activities of the evil boys on Ipob and Eastern Security Network operatives. an erroneous narrative many gullible minds had hitherto believed, until the abduction of Okorocha's son-in-law, Îñséçurity, and the church by Uzidinma's hitmen. Many did not believe politicians were the masterminds of the insecurity and activities of unknown gunmen in Imo State and other parts of Biafra land. Imo youths, men and women of good conscience, must prepare to hold Hope Uzidinma and Rochas Okorocha and Îñséçurity accountable for bringing for so long here, and we must get ourselves ready now to ask these criminals and their collaborators where they kept many missing Igbo youths. They should prepare to account for all the innocent promising youths killed by unknown gunmen and police in Imo State. At the peak of this barbarity, everybody was pointing accusing fingers at the Eastern Security Network, ESN, and the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, but we know we have no hands in these atrocities. God exposed them recently because the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, prayed to the Almighty to expose those behind these numerous attacks and killings, essentially the two traditional rulers killed by these hoodlums operating in the region. These vampires created those who killed Dr. Chike Akonyili and tagged it on ESN, while ESN operative had no issue with the late Dr. Chike Akonyili. It is now obvious and open to all and sundry that the numerous killings in the region were masterminded by Hope Uzidinma and Rochas Okorocha. How did Imo citizens offend them to warrant the bloodletting? Hope Uzidinma created his own unknown gunmen to implicate ESN and Ipob volunteers, and Rochas Okorocha and Îñséçurity created their own to demonize Hope Uzidinma. Unfortunately, innocent citizens and youths of a state have been at the receiving end. These vampires must not go free. The Inspector General of Police should be professional and responsible enough to rise to the occasion. He should thoroughly investigate all those mind-boggling revelations from these strange bedfellows. It is now clearer that those bunch of criminals were the ones who murdered Alhaji Gulak Ahmed at Imo Airport Road 7 months ago. They quickly, after a didactic act, blamed ESN for the atrocity, even without any investigation. We denied any involvement, but many did not believe us. Today, we are vindicated. Again, the IGP should investigate and interrogate the police officer called Shaba, leading Uzidinma's hitmen at a government house, Owerri. Wonder shall never end. On this note, we have come to the end of news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.